If you're thinking about getting into a property on Hilton Head, now is a good time to do it because you can always change your interest rate and you can never change your purchase price. So summertime is pretty much behind us here on Hilton Head, and I want to provide a detailed market update from the Green Plate Group of what we're seeing, the opportunities, and what's next on Hilton Head Island in the world of real estate. So over the last 2 years, let's just say the market has slowed down. It was extremely busy in 2021, 2022, and early 2023. Interest rates went up in 2023, and when interest rates go up, you have less buying power for the buyers when interest rates go up, and ultimately sales started to slow down a little bit. We started to see some longer days on the market. We started to see better pricing, and ultimately it turned much more into a buyer's market over the last 2 years. Fast forward to end of summer 2025, and we are actually starting to see a reverse. So properties, depending on the location, some are up in value from the last 2 years, some might be down a little bit. The market has been holding steady. What is very important to understand about Hilton Head is that we are finite limited supply. We cannot add any more to it. And even though maybe the national market might have slowed down, it's still a very high demand market. What we have seen in 2025 thus far is an extremely price sensitive market. You really can't underlist something, meaning if you go way under price, it's gonna go over and there's still gonna be multiple offers. But if you're even 5% over with the amount of selection that is in the market, inventory, let's just say the uncertainty that has been flowing around since the election and just what's going on in the world, it has led to really good deals, good prices, but more importantly, the selection and the negotiation that you did not have in 22 and 23. Let's just talk about the new legislation that passed. And regardless of politics, it's very important to understand it's advantageous for real estate investors and specifically short-term rentals. That equates into bonus depreciation, 100% bonus depreciation back forever. It also allows short-term rental buyers to depreciate the furniture. And we're also starting to see more optimism in the economy. And what that relates to today is a very small window, I believe, is left, like maybe 3 months, maybe through the end of the year, where you're still gonna see these good buys. You're still gonna see negotiation and have some selection. But my gut says this is gonna go away shortly. When these interest rates drop, buyers that have been waiting on the sideline are gonna jump in. You're also gonna see people that own on Hilton Head right now with a lot of equity in the property. Let's just say they wanted another bedroom. They wanted, a different view, but they are sitting on a 2.95% rate and they cannot stomach moving to a 7% rate. When those rates get stomachable in the fives, maybe call it early 26, you're gonna see those people list their properties, cancel out inventory by buying something else, and it's gonna be a feeding frenzy and we're gonna see prices go back up. Personally, I'm looking for property right now because I understand we are in this window and this market has softened, cooled off. Since this legislation has passed, it has been the busiest July that we have ever seen. So I want to emphasize we are in this window, this opportunity right now where some of the best deals that I've seen over the last 5 years are still happening. And I think we're gonna have a little bit of time moving forward. Long-term on Hilton Head, prices points are gonna go up. Finite limited supply, demand outweighs the supply. Short-term, it's gonna go like this. But if you're thinking about getting into a property on Hilton Head, now is a good time to do it because you can always change your interest rate and you can never change your purchase price. The purchase prices are much lower. You can refinance that interest rate. It's more important to get it on the front end, purchase price at a good number, than to have a really good interest rate. Interest rates that you're looking at right now, even though they say 30 years, they're not. You're gonna be in that interest rate for 2 to 3 years at the most. So wrapping it up, I don't have a crystal ball, but I do have the demand and I do talk to buyers and sellers a lot on a daily basis. There's some sellers that are hanging out on the market. If you see a property that's on the market for 60, 90 days, they really want to sell. And they're gonna take a discounted price at this point to get it sold. So if you're a buyer, that's an opportunity. If you're a seller, just make sure you're pricing the property correctly because it's still gonna sell and prices have held. But moving forward, I think we're gonna see prices go up. Inventory is gonna come back down into 26, and it's gonna be a very strong end of the year. So if you like selection, you don't like the idea of rushing to buy a property before the neighbor does, and you wanna get a good price, focus on the end of 2025 as a great year to jump into a property on Hilton Head Island. reach out to myself at the Greenplate Group or my brother and partner, Evan Greenplate, and you can reach us at 843-422-4792 or 843-310-0197, and we're happy to answer any questions. And whether you're a buyer, a seller, an investor, if you're moving from across the country, or if you're buying your 4th short-term rental on the island, we are here to serve you, and we look forward to connecting soon.